Time now for Hawk Zone, sponsored by Muckleshoot Casino Resort.
Well, week 1 is in the books, and it was a gut punch of a season opener at Lumen Field as the Seahawks fell 17-13 to the 49ers. Our football insider, Terry Holloman, joins me in the Hawk Zone to break this one down. Terry, it's great to see you, but this one really hurt.
Yeah, it's never fun when the Seahawks lose coming in on Monday, whether you going to work or going to school or coming a new day to talk about it. It's rough, man, on a losing Sunday.
I know, and a home opener, like the 12s, everyone came out, and what do you think happened?
But before you get into the 12s and everyone came out, I gotta say I'm a little disappointed because there were more San Francisco 49er fans than there were 12s.
I was watching from home and I was wondering with the cheering, that's what it felt like at home. So you can confirm.
It was true. They sold, I think it was someone said like 53% of the tickets went to 49ers fans because 49er fans have ridiculous amounts of money, like Monopoly money, these techies, and they're spending, like season ticket holders are selling them for like $1,000 a piece. So I kind of get it, but I kind of don't, guys.
Yeah.
We got to support our team. Come on.
Absolutely. We lost because of a costly fumble, would you say, or what happened?
Ultimately, that didn't help us. I don't think that was the sole reason why we lost. There was an untimely fumble at the end of the game when the Seahawks could have marched down the field and scored the go-ahead touchdown. Abraham Lucas bumped into Sam Darnold, our quarterback. Abraham Lincoln is the right tackle. And to be fair, he had done an incredible job all day. But in that moment, he had Nick Bosa driving through his chest, which is, similar to having a baby rhinoceros drive through your chest. And so he backed up and bumped into Sam Darnold, fumbled the ball, and all was done at that point. But there were some other reasons why they didn't win the game. But also, through this game, though, I think I can speak for most 12 fans out there, it felt like the Seahawks were in it the entire time. There was never a point where we felt like this game was getting away from us.
No, and how do you think Sam, our new QB, did with his debut?
So here's the thing. I think that if you were on the fence about Sam Darnold before the game, you were one of the naysayers that said he didn't have it, this kind of confirmed it for you. And if you're one of the guys that said Sam Darnold is our guy, he's going to take us to the promised land, this game kind of did it for you too. It was like one of those games where he did everything I think that you asked him to do, what the offensive coordinator asked him to do. He didn't have any interceptions. He didn't have any sacks. He was very productive. The numbers as far as yardage wasn't super, but he did exactly what they asked him to do. He just didn't have a lot of opportunities because the Seahawks didn't have the ball nearly as long as the 49ers did.
And I saw him scramble and run, which was good to see. He had the energy to try and go and get the first down. So
he did.
You saw him working.
You saw him doing
I'm
his
still,
thing.
I'm like, okay.
The verdict is still, I still think he's going to be great. The jury's still out on him for most people, but I think he did what he was supposed to do.
You're right. And how do you think our offense looked under our new offensive coordinator?
Again, I think very good. I think the Seahawks fans are going to be pleased with what Kubiak does here. It's going to be a little bit different than what we saw last year. Last year, if you think back, the Seahawks quarterback was in the shotgun position a lot, which means he would step back. They were long snapping him the ball. We saw that Sam Darnold was under center, taking direct snaps yesterday. You could also tell that one of the things that they're going to try to do this year is emphasize the run. They like to run a lot, whereas last year, we were a team that didn't run very often at all.
Right.
So,
noted that was a big change.
Yeah.
We were running.
Yeah, we were
What
running.
about the defense? We were running.
We were running. Defense, again, I think there's been a lot of expectations in the offseason about this defense, and I think they're living up to it just in game 1. You think about this. The Seattle Seahawks defense held the 49ers to 1 touchdown in the first quarter. The 49ers didn't score again until the fourth quarter. That being said, the bend but don't break philosophy, you saw them bend a lot. You saw Christian McCaffrey, the 49ers running back, was able to gash them for a bunch of yards there in the middle of the game.
He's looking good.
He's looking really good, even though he had an injury.
That's why I thought we were going to win. I was like, he's injured.
I know you guys hurt. Seattle Seahawks defense, you heard his calf was hurting. Just hit him in the calf.
No.
Just hit him in the calf a little bit next time. All right? Come on.
No. Who was your player of the game?
My player of the game was Julian Love. Julian Love had an incredibly good game. He had 10 tackles. He had a quarterback sack. He also blocked a field goal. This guy was all over the place. He was dynamic. Definitely, he was my guy.
I was hoping at the end that there was going to be a block too, that we only maybe even needed a field goal with like the extra point, but he can't do everything.
He can't be everywhere. He can't block field goals and tackle people and score touchdowns. You know, it just doesn't happen.
But we love you.
We do.
Okay, the Seahawks are hitting the road for week 2, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What can we expect with this game? How are we looking?
Well, Pittsburgh is coming off a big win this past weekend versus the New York Jets. They went to New York and came out with a 34-32 victory. But they have their new quarterback, which is the old quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He looked really good. He was a 4-time MVP, and he looked every bit of it yesterday versus the Jets. 4 touchdowns, 244 yards. So we're going to be prepared for that guy. Even though he's 127 years old, he can still play. So we got to be unprepared for him. And they got a receiver that they like over there pretty good by the name of DK Metcalf. So, yeah, we're going to have a work cut out.
Oh my gosh. And so do you have like Terry's take? We want to get your bold prediction. Do you have a score?
I'm not going to go with scores.
You're not going to go. Okay.
It's too early in the season for me to put myself on the line like that. You know, I got to watch and see what these guys do.
I'm going to throw it out there always. I'm going to put you on blast.
On blast, under the bus. Where do you want to put me, I'll go. But no, there's a couple of things that I was thinking about when I was looking at this matchup, and it goes back to DK Metcalf. So DK Metcalf, of course, has been our number 1 receiver. He's clearly the Pittsburgh Steelers' number 1 receiver. That being said, I think on Sunday, our number 1 receiver is going to outdo their number 1 receiver. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to have a better day as a wide receiver on Sunday.
You have been saying he is the one to watch, and I was seeing the ball in his hands quite a bit for the season opener. And Pete Carroll, Geno, they came away with a win, too, with the Raiders.
They did. But you know what? Good for them. Good for Geno. Good for Pete. Good for the rest of those guys. But I'm not watching them guys.
You're not?
I'm still a little tender they left. You know, my feelings are still hurt.
Oh.
Terry's going to counseling for this.
People might not like me for this, but I'm still rooting for Pete Carroll. And come on. Not when they play us, but.
Okay, but just in general.
Just in general. Okay. I love you, Pete.
Okay, Kelly, we know Kelly's a turncoat, and so we just keep that in mind as we move along for the rest of the season. No,
stop.
Just kidding.
Okay, thanks, Terry. Yeah. Appreciate you. And the ultimate adrenaline rush is coming to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Get ready for live MMA on Saturday, September 27th. Whether you're a diehard fan or just craving some edge of your seat action, this is a fight night you don't want to miss. Get your tickets now at the website that you see right there on your screen.